All right, today's lesson is 12.6 surface area of and volume of spheres. What's a sphere? It's like a ball. It's well, a circle would be two-dimensional, so we got to think in 3 dimensions. It's like a ball, like tennis ball, basketball, soccer ball, however you want it. Not a football though. That's not a sphere. Okay, but so we're going to talk about the surface area and volume of spheres. Some definitions first, just to make sure we're all on the same page with everything. A radius of a sphere is a segment from the center to a point on the sphere. So just like a circle, only we're in 3 dimensions. So radius can go, well, it can go any which direction from the center of the sphere. A chord of a sphere is a segment that contains any 2 points on the sphere. So just like a circle, it contains any 2 points, but it can go any which direction. Diameter is a chord that contains the center, so it's got to go through the center of the sphere and contain and be on both points on both sides. And then a tangent is a line that touches the sphere only on one point. So no surprises there, but now we're all on the same page. Okay, jump right into the surface area of a sphere. Surface area of the sphere is related to the area of a circle. You see that in the formula. Area of a circle is pi r squared, and surface area of a sphere is just 4 times pi r squared. Pretty simple. So just plug it in, plug the radius into the formula. Surface area equals 4 times pi times 6 squared. So that equals
452.38.
452.38, 452.4 centimeters, and it's surface area, so it'll be squared. And then this one, since they give us the diameter, we have to think in terms of radius. Whoops, not volume, surface area. Surface area equals 4 pi times 11 squared. Four times pi times 11 squared. $20.5.
Yes, 20.53.
0.5 feet squared. Squared. All right, so surface area is pretty straightforward. Whoops, got out of order here. Surface area of a hemisphere. Oh, I didn't skip one. This one is in order. Sorry. Okay, now I'm right. Now I'm in order. These just illustrate how we can dissect or break a sphere up into pieces, and it has to do with how a plane intersects the sphere. If a plane can intersect a sphere in one point, so the plane is basically tangent to the sphere. The plane can kind of run through a random spot of the sphere, which creates a circle in the cross section, right? And then this is the one that we really want to talk about because it goes through the center of the sphere, and so it creates a half of a sphere. Anybody know what that's called?
A hemisphere.
A hemisphere, exactly. So they'll have some questions about hemispheres, which is half of a sphere. And then also this circle that is created by the cross-section here, it's called a great circle. I know that's like just the most awesome math name you've ever heard. It's called a great circle because it's the greatest or biggest circle that can be formed by that sphere. Okay? So if in the problems that you're going to do today it says something about a great circle, then that's what that's talking about. It's the biggest circles possible, and that means that you have a hemisphere. You have half of a sphere, okay? All right, so that's the whole reason that slide was in there, just to clarify that term. All right, now back to this slide. Find the surface area of the hemisphere. So if we have a hemisphere, we've got a half of a sphere, but we've also got what on one side of it?
A flat edge.
We've got a circle on the bottom, right? So we've got half of the sphere, which would be half of our sphere formula. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. But we only want half of that. So when we divide it by 2, what do we come up with?
2 pi.
We come up with 2 pi r squared. Okay, but that's just going to get us the spherical part, right? Okay, but what about the circle?
Oh, yeah.
So plus what?
Pi r squared.
Plus pi r squared. Okay, so if you have 2 pi r squared plus 1 pi r squared, what do you end up with?
3 pi r squared.
It's going to be 3 pi r squared. That's the surface area of a hemisphere. Okay, so now that we know this is the formula we want to use, 3 pi r squared, we can do this. Surface area equals 3 times pi times 2.8 squared. Someone with a calculator, help me out.
Oh, that's 3.9.
How much?
73.9.
73.9
Yeah.
centimeters squared.
Okay.
Okay? That make sense? I hope so. All right. So find the surface area of this sphere, and all we're given is the circumference of the sphere. So circumference equals 5 pi. What is the formula for the circumference of a circle?
That would be the
Diameter times pi, right? So the diameter is 5. Which means the radius is
2.5.
2.5. Okay, now we can find the surface area of the sphere. Surface area is 4 times pi, 4 pi r squared times 2.5 squared. Someone with a calculator. 78.5? 78.5 meters squared.
Oh, okay.
All right. Another example. Find the surface area of the sphere given the area of a great circle. So the great circle, huh? Well, remember the area of a circle is pi r squared. So if we know that the area is 130, we do 130 equals pi r squared. So divide by pi,
And take the square root.
and then take the square root. So 130 divided by pi.
41.38. Yeah.
130 divided by pi is 21?
41.
41. Okay, sorry, I thought you both said 21. 41.4
6.47
equals pi, oh shoot, not pi, equals r squared. Equals r squared, so take the square root,
6.4.
6.4 is the radius. So now we can find the surface area.
4, 5.
It's pi times 6.4.
514. What's that?
Still didn't write it correctly. 4 times pi times the radius squared. 4 times pi times 6.4 squared. So surface area is what?
Oh, 514.7.
Inches squared. All right.
I thought there was one slide about
I wonder why there is only one slide. I kind of messed up, I guess. All right, so the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Since I forgot to put a slide of a full sphere in here, let's go back and find the volume of one of these back here. So volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. And let's find the volume of this guy. Volume equals 4/3 pi times radius cubed. So volume is 4/3 times pi times 6 cubed. So you can do this, just 4 times pi times 6 cubed, and then divide your answer by 3. If you don't have a fraction, if you can't put fractions in your calculator very easily. So 4 times pi times 6 cubed, and then divide your answer by 3. Four times, I don't have a pi button, pi times 6 times 6 times 6 equals, divided by 3, 904.32. Volume equals 904.3 centimeters cubed. Okay?
Yes.
All right, let's do the volume of this guy. So volume is 4/3 of a full sphere.
Hey, Chris, are we allowed to take the answer from the last one and just divide that by 2?
Oh, it's got the same radius, doesn't it? That last one was 6.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Yeah. Since the volume of a full sphere is 904.3,
452.15.
the volume of half a sphere would be, of a hemisphere, would be what?
452.15.
452.15 meters cubed. But the way you do that is take 4/3 times pi times 6 cubed, and then when you get everything done, divide by 2.
So it's 4 pi times 6 cubed divided by 3.
4 pi times
6 times 6
6 times 6 times 6, and then divide by 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Easy done.
Is that okay?
No.
There you go.